Hello. Tonight I want to talk to you about Mr. Hubble. He was a major influencer on the Navajo Reservation or the Navajo Indian Reservation. Um, During the late 19th century, when the Navajos returned from Fort Sumner, where they were encamped for 4 years, which is also known as the Navajo Long Walk, a lot of the people returning from Fort Sumner to back to their homeland on the um, Navajo land, which is now called the Navajo Reservation after their encampment. And Lorenzo Hubble had a soft spot for the Navajo people after he was traveling through Navajo country and was um, taken captive by a band of Navajo people, and he was about to burn at the stake. And some other another band of Navajos came up upon this scene, and they released Mr. Hubble. And so this was like a major turning point for Mr. Hubble, and he wanted to help the Navajos get back on track and assimilate into American society. So he placed a trading post in Ganado, Arizona, and this also he was the first one to do this, and this he monopolized the area, made a lot of money, um, sold a lot of Native American jewelry, Native American rugs uh, to outsiders, not Native Americans. So he brought awareness. Him and other traders brought awareness of the Navajo craftsmanship, and so Kathy McCloskey states, through analyzing business records and correspondence of Lorenzo Hubble, key trader for the Navajo for 50 years, 1880 to 1930, it reveals the centrality of textile production to post-reservation Southwest commerce, which has received cursory attention from scholars. So basically, um, he was one of the major influencers on the Navajo economy, and he did this through the pawn system, the bartering system. And William Kaiser goes on to state, at his Ganado, Arizona trading post, Lorenzo Hubble began conducting pawn transactions as early as 1880. It initially comprised only a small component of Hubble's business, one of the largest and most diversified trading operations on the Navajo reservation at the time. So he introduced the pawn system to the Navajos, where they would bring in uh, Native American jewelry, baskets, rugs, and they would pawn it for an amount of money. And the Navajos didn't really have jobs, and they couldn't go to the banks and ask for small loans, uh, 20, 30, 40, up to $100. So Mr. Hubble implemented this pawning system, and in his heyday, he made a substantial amount of money doing this. And Todd Mill states, trading post established in 1876 at Ganado on the Navajo Indian Reservation by Apache County Legislature John Lorenzo Hubble, 1853 to 1930. Records consist of Hubble's family papers, correspondence relating to the store, politics, and Indian affairs, store records including vendor files, business books, legal and banking matters, postal records, sales books and advertisements, price lists, and catalogs. So Mr. Hubble has a wide array of information that he kept on him, but due to the vast amount of information that he kept, um, most of this is stored at the University of Arizona in Tucson. And so he really wanted to help the Navajo people um, transition into American culture, and because the long walk and um, how he was influenced in his younger days by the um, by the people that wanted to help him, and so that's it. Thank you very much.